Hi, everybody. My name is Nanika Edwards, and I am a poet, author, artist from Trinidad and Tobago. Today, I'm continuing with my series on marriage, and I do believe this is video 15. I'm touching on the topic of intimacy, and this time on the connection between intimacy and making time. To really maximize the joy in your marriage, be very deliberate about making time to be emotionally intimate. Part of the reason why so many marriages fall apart from downright selfishness on the part of one or two sides of a couple, is because many people, for some strange reason, are under the illusion and delusion that a marriage will maintain itself. The same work that either side put into the courting stage of your relationship has to be invested in the I did post I do stage. I think I mentioned this a couple videos ago, but it's always good to repeat things because then they stick, right? Anything worth having and keeping is worth working for. Punto final. The same time that you took to discover your love interest during the dating phase is the same pursuit of their person and personality that must be invested in your ever evolving husband or wife. Why would it be any different? Yeah, why would it be any different in the marital phase? Like, why do people think that once they get married, it makes sense to make less of an effort? Like, it's okay to be lazy. It's okay to kick up your feet. And why do people think that it's okay to kick up your feet? Sometimes kick up your feet with your spouse as your footstool and think that somehow you're going to have a happy marriage. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure why people think that, um, why marriages don't need effort. I'm not sure why people think that. Why people think that once you have somebody, that's it, you have them. It doesn't matter how you treat them. The point of marriage isn't to have somebody. The point of marriage is to build a beautiful relationship and to express the totality of an Edenic kind of perfection and joy, bliss, even that God always intended for marriage. Like, marriage was never meant to be a drag, right? So it's really important to make time. And when you make time, you're telling somebody, you know what, you're important to me. You're important to me. And of course, that feeds intimacy. Because who wants to be intimate with somebody who doesn't care enough about somebody to make time for them? I think even in regular relationships, when you have friends who you feel always have an excuse for why they can't spend time with you, they're always too busy. There's always something going on. They can make time for you when it's convenient for them, but they can never make time for you just because they value you. After a while, those friendships tend to fade. They fade in value, they fade in joy. They won't give you the same kind of joy that they probably originally did. Well, it's the same thing in a marriage. If people make time for each other, then what they're saying is, I value you. You mean a lot to me. In fact, the more time goes on, the more time progresses, the more I love you, the more I care about you, the more I value you, the more precious you are to me. Believe you me, that will fan the flames of intimacy like few other things. Yeah, make time. Make time. Let the person in your life who's your significant other, not just your significant other, but your spouse. I'm not talking boyfriend, girlfriend thing here only. I'm really beyond that now. We're talking marriage. The person in your life, let them know that they matter to you. Remember, love is not primarily verbal. Love is, I have a saying that I really like. I don't know if I came up with it or if somebody else came up with it. I really can't remember. But love is 1% noun, 99% verb. If you say you love somebody, but your actions say otherwise, it will kill intimacy. Conversely, if you say you love somebody and you back it up with your actions, or even if you don't even necessarily say it, although I think verbally is saying these things verbally is also important, especially for women. Um, but even if you don't say it, but you show it. Oh, that just that love, that affection, that valuing, that saying that you're my treasure, I treasure you. That's a way to keep intimacy alive and beautiful. And I have a portion of a poem to share. It's called The Locket Dream. It features in my book, Romantic. All of my books are available on Amazon, by the way. But anyway, this is a portion, a stanza of The Locket Dream. The Locket Dream by yours truly, Nanika Edwards. An excerpt. I peered into a wishing well, a magic pond of dreams. My heart-shaped locket, fragment gold, mirrored in her streams. So this is in the voice of a woman, and I'll read it again. The Locket Dream. I peered into a wishing well, a magic pond of dreams. My heart-shaped locket, fragment gold, mirrored in her streams. And if you'd like to read the rest of it and see what this poem is ultimately about, then I recommend that you get my book, Romantic. It's a lovely collection of romantic poetry. So, in that poem you see a lady looking into a well, and she's in a romantic mood, and she's thinking about somebody that um she thinks might be marriageable material, marriage material. And she's dreaming, she's hoping, she's looking forward to beautiful things and good things and lovely things and magic and enchantment and all the beauty that should come with a marriage. And I say that to say, in that euphoric stage of romance, the dating stage, you're looking forward to a marriage that will be a continuation of that episode of your life. And it's possible. It's possible, I think. I know they say that there's a honeymoon period for marriages, and that after 2, 3 years, I think things kind of mellow a bit. And you step into a whole new phase of love and affection and so on. But if you would like to keep the embers burning, if you'd like intimacy to be fulfilling and beautiful, make time. Make time for each other. So that's it. Until next time, if you enjoyed this video, thank you for giving it a thumbs up. And of course, I welcome your opinions and your comments and so on. Feel free even to share your experiences and so on. Thank you for being respectful and constructive in the feedback that you share. And I really hope that these videos will help a lot of marriages, for want of a better phrase, take a turn for the better. And I pray that you would have the marriage that God wants you to have. So, until next time.